मैं सांझ दिन ढलते ही एक सुकून. When life feels uncertain, it's about confusion, doubt, inner conflict. There comes a moment in life when everything feels uncertain. The path you choose, once believed in, begins to blur. The choices you made start to feel heavy, and the person you thought you were no longer feels the same. You stand still, not because you don't want to move forward, but because you don't know which direction is right. Your mind is filled with questions. Am I doing the right thing? Is this the life I am meant to live? What if I fail? What if I lose everything? And slowly these questions turn into doubt. This is the chapter where life doesn't give you answers. It gives you silence, and in that silence you begin to hear your own fears. You feel torn between what is expected of you and what your heart quietly whispers. Like a warrior standing in the middle of the battlefield, not afraid of the fight but unsure of the purpose. This confusion, this heaviness, it feels like something is breaking inside you. But what if nothing is breaking? What if something is awakening? Because sometimes life shakes you, not to destroy you, but to make you question everything you blindly believed. The teachings remind us that confusion is not a weakness, it is the beginning of awareness. Because only when you question do you start to see clearly. Only when you feel lost do you begin to search for something deeper. In this moment, you may feel alone, but you're not alone. Every person at some point in their life stands in the same space, a space where nothing feels certain, but everything feels important. And in this space, you're not meant to rush. You're not meant to force answers. You're meant to pause, to sit with your thoughts, to observe your emotions without running away. Because clarity does not come from noise, it comes from stillness. The more you try to control everything, the more confused you become. But when you allow yourself to simply be, something shifts. Your mind slowly begins to settle. Your thoughts lose their intensity, and in that quiet space, a small understanding begins to rise. Maybe you don't need to have everything figured out. Maybe you don't need all the answers right now. Maybe this moment of confusion is not a problem. It is a process of unlearning, of letting go, of seeing life from a deeper place. Because the truth is, certainty is comforting, but it does not always lead to growth. Uncertainty is where transformation begins. So if today you feel lost, if your heart feels heavy, if your mind is full of questions, don't rush to escape it. Stay, breathe, observe. Because this chapter is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of truly understanding yourself. Sometimes before life becomes clear, it becomes confusing, and sometimes before you find yourself, you have to feel completely lost. मैं सांझ दिन ढलते ही एक सुकून. This is not to say goodbye. I'll be back to meet you again. Until then, take care of your heart.